Roll that. Oh, roll it. Don't even worry about it. I'll edit it.
Shoo-ba-da-doo-bye, baby. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom podcast, where podcast is bigger than us, reply and rebuttal to everything we say. They retweet us.
Yeah.
They quote us in the magazines and the blogs. I'm your classmate, Tone Groove.
J Noblez.
AJ the Menace.
Yeah, what we got though? Like what's
Yeah,
happening?
you just got some alarming news that
about to say, what
you
happened?
set it off.
All right, so I mean, we had the topics put together. We still got the topics put together, but right before we started shooting this podcast, Elliott Wilson posted our thing. I just found out he posted it on his Instagram as well.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So not only did he post it on Twitter, he also posted it on Instagram.
I didn't even know he had an Instagram.
I didn't either. I haven't been following him.
Shout out to Elliott, but why do you you look a little distraught a little bit? Like what's going on?
Okay, so when it came out, my initial thoughts were there was no context. So he just screen recorded the first 2 minutes. Long story short, this is what I'm getting at. Let me just cut to the point. Everything we said in that video is a 22-minute clip of talking about Elliott Wilson and Rap Radar. He literally just showed his sensitivity in what we did. Mind you, I feel like we came from a pretty objective stance where
It was a 22-minute video.
it was a
and it's
22-minute video.
And we led with, this
And
isn't hate.
in the beginning, in the first 2 minutes of the 22-minute video, it started off, I would say it started off cold in terms of establishing where we were even at with Elliott.
Exactly,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I think it's funny that out of the 22 minutes,
Can't even find it.
he gave us the first 2 minutes, no description, no bio.
No context.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't even know how he felt about
No
it.
context. But I know, no, we know because this shit is in his skin. Like, his blood is boiling.
It's the beige.
I don't know what it is.
But-
I don't know, but he was red as fuck. He's red. Like, I know when he was watching it, he was steaming red. You know what
we
I'm
made
saying?
him blush.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's heartwarming.
I get that vibe. So it kind of bothered me. It didn't bother me when he posted it. I'm not. That didn't bother me. It's just like I can't believe how it is affecting him. That's what bothering me. Like,
And you know what's interesting?
yeah.
We didn't even really go in that
Bro,
clip.
we didn't go
you
in,
can
bro.
tell that was at the point of the podcast where we just emptying out the clip. It's been about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm tired. Justice got work in the morning.
Bro,
First of all,
I'm low-key
We
disappointed.
didn't even give him the dibble dabble.
we don't even need that excuse because we wasn't
not-
tired.
it's
It
not-
was like in the middle of the show.
It's not an
And
excuse. It's
and
an observation.
But it wasn't even that bad. And I feel you though. Like I'm a little confused on the angle at which he's trying.
I feel like I understand the several different angles that it is, but I'm like disappointed in Elliott.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The no context part is kind of weak
that's
too.
that's the thing that that's the shit where when I saw it, I was like, man, roll the podcast, like because I'm
Yeah.
disappointed in him, and this is like
You think he's like looking down on us, like
This is
We supposed to be
it's
small
real
fry.
feminine. It's real feminine how he's punching back.
Yeah,
You
we
know what I'm
supposed to be
saying?
small fries to these Big Macs.
And then,
But-
for these things to get to you the way that they get to you, to post as no content. So like I said, like out of the 22 minutes, first 2 minutes were the coldest. I'll say that. But I feel like we gave a fully flushed out explanation.
it takes a minute to do what we do. Like we're building the bricks, and eventually we get to the
And people that listen to podcasts know that.
Know that, yeah.
This is
Yeah.
long form content. We're not making 3-minute joints. I guess I was a little irritated.
Because I wonder if
disappointed in these
he
niggas,
even
man.
watched the whole thing because it's weak.
100%.
But that's the weakest part if he did because those are the same niggas who are bigger than us who are gonna say, oh, these niggas always clip shit up and only take things out of context. Well, what are you doing?
Well, hypocrisy is just human nature.
I was about to say, like
Yeah.
we might end up doing that by accident. You
Yeah.
feel me?
You think
We
so?
never know.
We talk for hours on these different podcasts, and it's been a few years. You eventually gonna say something you don't agree with no more. It's
That's
bound
true.
to happen.
That's true. That's definitely gonna happen.
It should happen because
Because
if
you should be
on a-
growing.
if you're on a proper course for
Yeah.
growth and
Oh
evolution.
yeah, for
you
sure,
should
for
be
sure.
growing. So that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, it disappoints me because these niggas are just like
Saddens you.
it saddens me that some of the elders in media are like this.
They're a little dinosaurish.
And he
Yeah.
said,
It's hard
I think that's the thing that
Like it shouldn't have rubbed him that way.
I don't think it should. I don't think it should. I don't think it should. But at the same time, that's how I know that everything we're doing is correct.
Yeah, well,
You know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
let's not get it
So-
fucked up.
so
You know
we're
what I'm
ruffling
saying?
feathers.
So it's like I understand I'm disappointed in how you react, but at the same time, everything that was said on these couches obviously was done correctly. Because we've been saying shit for years.
Well,
Right.
This is not the first. This is not the first.
let's not get egotistical. Not
I'm-
everything might not. It
That's
might
true.
not be correct.
That's true. That's
but
true.
it's honest, and we break it down, and we
Right.
hold each other accountable.
Something rang true in that because it is. It's simply all we were trying to say in a very nice manner the first time was that you're a little boring.
Right.
That's
You're not
all
you're not
it
as
is.
entertaining, really.
There's people in the comments, even on that post, that was like, we see the argument that they're getting at.
Right.
Because we're not just hating from down here for no reason. Not
No,
at all.
no,
actually.
no,
We just
not at all, not
commentate
at
on
all,
what
not
we
at all.
see. And you
Yeah, for sure.
And I've been seeing this a lot lately in the comments because we give our opinions, and especially us two right here. We're both young as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So people seem to think that if you weren't born before 9/11,
Yeah.
that you shouldn't be talking on the microphone.
You have no right to any opinion.
No,
ever.
that's true.
We
That
both
is
were
true as
born
well.
before 9/11,
But
just for the record. I was at daycare, but it was still, I was alive. I was
Yeah.
kicking.
It was still something. I knew something was happening.
I was a sentient being.
Yeah.
It is something weird about that. But shout out to Elliott, man. It's no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying?
But you
I
know-
think it just shows their ignorance. Because of
No,
course,
but
of course, you're supposed to listen
You
to
don't
the
wanna say
elders
that.
and always keep an open ear. But there's things that knowledge is like it's got two different faces. It's the past and the present. They know
Yeah.
what's been, but we see what's coming. So
Right,
if you
right.
refuse to listen to us in the same way that a young nigga would be hard headed with an old head, you just as stupid as a young nigga.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't know what angle they're coming from. They might have just posted this as because like we was talking before, they posted a Cameron clip of Cameron just talking
Yeah.
shit. So it might have been just a thing.
The Cameron clip.
If you haven't seen it,
I just
it's
thought
amazing.
about this. This is light skin war. This
Yeah.
is like light skin war. This is the shit Kanye was talking about. How Drake won't dish you, but he'll sub you, or just do something little.
Yeah.
It's a beige battle.
Yeah.
These are beige war strategies. That's why I'm so appalled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's just posting clips, no context. But
context.
with the Cameron thing, that confused me.
Very squinty.
Yeah.
I didn't
Because
know if we could link the two together, but
Because he's saying these niggas got me fucked up, and I'm about to show them. That's what I'm saying. It
Gotcha.
might not be these brothers are crazy, on
See,
some blackball type.
it
It
could have
might
been
not
that.
be like
It
that.
could have been that. But then another thing that I was thinking when Cameron was naming those people in the beginning of the clip, he didn't mention Rap Radar or B-Dot or Elliott, or anybody like that. So I was like, did Cameron reach out to him, and then Elliott didn't respond, and then now
we
Cameron
have-
Cameron is dropping this I'm on you niggas' heads. So it was Elliott knew he was talking directly to Cameron was talking directly to him. I didn't know if it was one of those situations.
I don't know. It sounds like we're really shooting in the dark on that one.
I mean, bro, these tweets
Yeah.
are 7 hours apart.
Yeah.
So it's even trying to blend the two together.
And he
it's-
might have
it's-
watched it 7 hours ago. We don't know how. Shit, we dropped it a week ago.
That's
you
true.
feel me?
That's true. But yeah, I don't know.
It's-
It might be a reach just trying to put two
That's what I'm saying.
two
We-
tweets together that were 6 hours apart.
We're all a
7
little
hours
frustrated, due to the past, instance with Big Sloth.
apart. Hey, Big Sloth.
So we're
Shout out
having
to
a
Big
lot
Sloth.
of,
Big Sloth's got an appearance on this episode
A
again.
lot of OGs are mad at,
Yeah. It does disappoint me that because
pissing
those are
off the Hall of
because
Famers.
those are some of the people that those are those are some of the people that I would take I would enjoy having lunch with them.
Getting advice.
You know
and
what I'm
talking.
saying?
With an Elliott.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't turn that down. No, you know what I'm saying?
not.
As somebody who has been in it, even if you're not adapting to the new times, you're still somebody. Just like Charlemagne, we've had
Right.
criticism for Charlemagne. I'm not turning down a lunch or a conversation
Yeah.
with
Nah,
them because
never.
there's always something to learn. There's still things that I'm learning from them.
He might turn it down now.
You might turn it down now, but that's what I'm saying. It's
I think about that often. There's
that's the not reaching down and
Yeah.
that's
And
the
you know-
that's the gatekeeping thing.
And-
That's the not guiding the people under you, guiding the next generation.
Is it gatekeeping if you genuinely don't like them?
No, not at all. No.
That's what-
It's
that's what my-
it's no,
but
not at all.
that's why it feels like gatekeeping to me because I think that thing being posted out of context is just a way to be like, look at these shit talking niggas without anything, and like the homies who are a part of the industry. You know what I'm saying? Next time they see us, they're gonna be on that shit.
That's the opposite of gatekeeping. Elliott just threw us the rope, nigga.
You think so?
You know how many
Yeah.
people he just put us in front of?
No, I understand what you're
This is-
saying.
this
I
is-
understand what you're saying.
This is an acclaimed journalist who
Yeah.
people in the moguls
So-
and media
So
respect and follow on Twitter.
It may backfire, but I almost kind of feel like it's one of those things like a silent dog
Like you
whistle, like a, you know what I'm saying? Like just like a yo, by the
Nah.
way, these niggas.
I don't think that.
See, I'm the type of nigga. all you gotta-
No. I do think.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it could be that. That could always be a thing as well too.
Right,
You never know when you go somewhere and you can't figure out why you might not be getting an opportunity.
Exactly.
You know,
That's
just
what
like
I'm
how
saying.
𝙲𝔬𝔐𝔑 was talking about. Like I talk about political figures. Now I can't get a home
Right.
insurance.
There's
That's
a
what I'm
glass
saying, yeah.
ceiling now. It's a cap that you can't see through.
It's there's people
Yeah.
blocking things in the background.
Yeah, and it's
That
not to
for
say
sure
it won't.
happens.
It's not to say it won't be circumvented, and
You
it's not
never
to say
know.
that. Yeah, and it's not to say that.
But
won't
with,
be yeah,
but with
go
no
ahead.
context, it could come off.
It could come off that way.
Come off
so
that
that's
way.
why I'm like, that's the only thing I kind of see too as a potential, but it may not be that. It may not.
And at the same time, what we eventually came down to say, and what Joe Budden said in a really nice way, is the content is boring, and it's not the first thought for a large demographic of people. There's a certain demographic of people that when Rap Radar drops, they run in to check out a Rap Radar. For somebody who is into that type of media space and
Yeah, retirement homes. Public library diapers. Maybe a few Barnes and Nobles.
yeah, so even the people that are into consuming this type of content,
That's a Starbucks cafe type of blog.
yeah, that's an email list. You
Yeah.
know,
Or if
like,
I'm really just going somewhere for just game only,
which you
like
mean?
for like an interview, like for
Oh, you
some
mean
interview on a game only, like
You just want data and
Data
facts.
and facts
You
and
don't
info.
want entertaining questions and funny moments.
Then then I might maybe I'll go there, but it's like it's typically gonna be based on a guess,
Which is
and
what they
wanting to do that.
which
so.
is what they specialize
That's
in.
the only time I'm going there.
I honestly think that a Homeroom X Rap Radar podcast would be phenomenal. Because our strength is their weakness, and their weakness is our.
That's a
you know
fact.
what I'm trying to say.
I know,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
get what
yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
We
Like
get
them
what you're
niggas
saying.
is good with the X's and O's and the writing of things, and we relay the information.
Right,
in-
that's a
in
fact.
Entertaining fashion.
That's a fact. And maybe we can say the things that they wish they could say, but they can't say. You never know.
Literally,
Yeah. You know?
they're
'Cause
just too nice.
I don't. Somebody had commented on something I had said because I was like, he's too corporate, and somebody was like, they said,
And then bigging up Zane Lowe.
Right.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
that.
Yeah, they really didn't like that.
And
Zane
Elliott-
Lowe live.
Elliott Wilson was like Elliott, like saying like he's too corporate, like really
Right,
being
right,
sarcastic.
right,
so
right.
I don't know. Elliott might be a nigga.
It was a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no niggas named Elliott.
It's a lot of
It's a
niggas
lot of
named
niggas named
Elliott.
Yeah, it's-
Niggas?
yeah, it's a-
Elliott.
it's a
They
few
might be
niggas
in
named
Maine
Elliott.
or
They
somewhere.
just call him.
There's no niggas in Maine.
But they just call him E. You know a bunch of E's. You ain't know his name was Elliott.
But you know what I mean by nigga? I mean like the Boosie badass with a GAH on the
Oh,
end.
well, now we're getting
Nigga.
Oh, you taking it real.
I'm
Like,
about to say.
Very literal.
yeah.
I mean, Gunplay's name could be Carlton for all we know. We never know.
That's why, nah,
Come on.
never.
It
He's
happens.
from Florida.
It happens.
It does happen.
No, that shit
It
happens.
does happen.
That shit
Yeah,
happens.
it does happen.
No, bro.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
found out Mac Miller's name was Malcolm, named after Malcolm X, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He
How
was
did that
named
ex-
after Malcolm X.
Yes.
Look at that.
Nah.
See,
Yeah, I had no idea that. Yeah, shit like that.
there's a Carrington
I
out
believe
there
it.
right now with a Glocky on him. Carrington.
A Carrington.
A
Oh
Carrington.
yeah,
For sure.
for sure.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got to overcompensate for that weak ass name. I would do the same.
Nah, man.
But definitely shout out to Elliott though. I did rewatch that clip
I did too.
because anytime
I rewatched the whole thing.
anytime somebody like gets upset, Elliott's not the first person.
Yeah.
and I don't even know if he's upset, but
He's not
just,
our first irritated.
Yeah,
Or
even
irritant. Yeah.
if we don't even know because there was no context. But long story short, anytime somebody has responded to our content, normally I'd go back just to see. Okay, let me just see if there was really any parts where we were
Yeah.
like, man, fuck this nigga and fuck this
Right.
bitch. You
Let
know
me
what I'm
be
saying?
honest.
That's only
I do-
happened, like,
I do want
once.
to. I do always want to check that just so I can make sure. If anybody said that at any point, all this energy is warranted.
You
Right.
get
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So let me just make sure we didn't like say anything because I know when we get into it, sometimes it could come off.
Sometimes.
We could hurt a few
It
feelings.
could come off where it's like it's just straight disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
But
and
it-
with no context, it sounds so
Yeah.
personal. Like
It
we
feels
really
the most
taking this.
personal.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
it feels the most personal with no context.
Yeah. And just because
yeah.
you're an OG doesn't mean we have to start off by sucking you. You know what I'm saying? We don't have
Yeah.
to do that.
And
Yeah,
then
no get sucked on this podcast. Not a single one.
Mark both of those
Yeah,
areas.
but
Oh shit.
Nah, but I feel like they think that we be they think that we be on Axe. They think we be on Axe meat. But that's the thing. It's like, damn, bro. I'm like, bro. I remember us killing Axe for like 4 weeks straight.
Literally, it depends on the day of the week.
Anybody with controversial, opinions, they claim they're
Axe babies.
Yeah, Axe cousins or something. You know what I mean? They're related.
For them to hate Act that much, but then call a lot of people his kids. That says a lot.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Like,
to have so many children.
you have so
You're
many
a breeder.
children, and apparently you ain't shit. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even think a lot of people realize when they do
When
that.
they do
either.
that, yeah.
I mean, they call Donald Trump, Hitler's child. So
Really?
it
Oh,
could
shit.
be.
I didn't know that.
It's not a good thing, really. They're actually disrespecting us
Yeah, they are, which is crazy.
because they don't like Act. But
Yeah.
didn't somebody tell us like, y'all don't want to mess up your relationships and future
It's
relationships?
always
Yeah.
been it's always
Did
a
somebody
thing.
say something?
Yeah.
That's something
It's
I
always been
think
a thing.
about
Like
because we talk about a lot of big industry heads,
Yeah.
No, we do.
and they
yeah.
might not favor what we say.
I
I feel like
thought about that, but then it's the same thing though. It's the same at the same time.
yeah.
ESPN runs every day, and they're talking about LeBron James, Steph Curry, the same big names over and over again. They go out there on the court and they play their game, and then when the cameras come on, the Stephen A. Smith plays his game. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you can not like it, but at the same time, are we gonna act like Stephen A. Smith's not that nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
know what I'm saying?
I think that's also what makes us great because none of these people are our homies, so we could be completely honest.
Right. But the respect is always there unless something
Yeah.
happens to where you lose
It's just
the
people
respect.
want you to start off by saying how much you respect a person. But if I start off every
Yeah.
conversation that way, then what am I doing?
Yeah, if I start off bowing down to you, I don't know if I can fuck with that shit. I
Yeah,
can't
nah.
fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
It's not.
I can't, because then
Ego won't allow it.
it's not always like it's just it just
It's like at this
wouldn't
point,
happen.
that's not even what we're talking about. We're talking about how you fucked up right now, or we're talking about whatever the news is. Like, you know,
That's the crazy thing too. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
like-
I enjoyed the Joe Budden podcast at Rap Radar, but
yeah, it was good.
I mean y'all deliver what y'all normally deliver.
They
was
gave
just-
it easy like Sunday morning.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
that's it. That's the best way to put it. So
Yeah.
I fucked with it, but all right. So
Shout out
yeah,
to Elliott.
You gonna be on Twitter tomorrow, nigga.
yeah. Shout out to Elliott though. Let's jump into these topics.